Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install the H115i Pro RGB AIO cooler from Corsair. Now first, what you want to do, it really depends on your case circumstances. The case I'm installing this into has some airflow problems, so the way I'm going to be installing mine is fans facing this way. Now, right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, there's little arrows, little teeny arrows that show you the direction the fan is spinning and direction the air is flowing. I'll see if I can get it in the shot. It's hard to. There it is. You can see it a little bit right there. But the direction mine's going, because it's going to be facing this way. Fan's going to be spinning this way. So it's going to be pulling air out. It's going to be pulling the hot air out of my radiator, okay? Right. Put that there. Put the other fan here. Now you get two different screws. You get the long screws. These are for bolting the fans down to the radiator. Then you also get the smaller screws. These are for bolting the radiator to your PC case. Now, let me install these. I like to hand tighten mine first, usually before I screw them down. So that's why I usually start off with hand tightening the screws first before I even use my screwdriver. That's just my technique. You guys can do what you know feels right to you. You can use your screwdriver and all this, but I like to hand tighten before I use my screwdriver. Okay? Now, get all these bolts lined up. Now I can screw them down with my screwdriver. And you just screw them until the screw stops. Don't try to put an enormous amount of force on there when there's no reason for it. Just screw it down. The screw stops spinning, you're done. And you move on to the next one. Okay. Alright, final one's done. Next, I'm going to be using the smaller screws I showed you before to screw it into the case. Alright, now let me grab this. And all you have to do, it depends on your case. As I said, my case is different. Just line it up. You see this screw hole sticking out here. And then you can get that start. Got that started. You can see right there. Now I can get the rest of them. I'm using 6 screws. You can use 8 but just the way this is set up, you can use 8 screws, but I'm using 6 of them. Alright, get the last 2. Alright, and then now I'm going to bolt it down with my trusty old little blue here. And I always tighten the screws down until they stop spinning. Then I'm done. I do not keep going after it stops. When it stops, it's tight. You don't need to go anymore. You don't need to go crazy. There you go. Final 2 here. And then I'm going to move on to the pump. And what you do now, here's the pump. You can see the wires here. You have the SATA wire here. This is where it draws its power. And this other wire here is the fan splitter. Here are the 2 fans attached. And what you have here is the main fan connection that goes to the header of the motherboard. Okay, that's what this wire is for. Alright. Now I'm going to try to get this to straighten out. Alright guys, I got all the cables straightened out here. So now that I got it aimed at the CPU. But before I do that, I have to show you guys. You get a bracket here. This is the Intel bracket. You guys see that? This is what I'm going to be using. And these are the standoffs that attach to that bracket. One side goes to the bracket and the other side is going to connect to the pump from the AIO. Okay? So those are the ones I'm going to be using. But you also get a bracket for AMD. So those are included. And let me show you, you also get the standoffs for AMD. So those are all included also. So make sure you guys see all those. And then you have these little bolts here, caps, I'm not sure what they call them, but these are attached to the pump. These are what hold the pump down. Okay, now I'll get those parts out of the way, get lined up here. I'm going to be putting the bracket in. Now I have a pass through in the back here. There's a open section in my case, so I can put this on whenever I feel like it. I don't have to put it on in the beginning, so I'm going to be putting it on right now. So if you have a hole where your motherboard is and you can attach this in the back, you don't have to attach it when you first do your CPU, RAM and all the other stuff. You can wait till later to do it in your case. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. Now I'm going to put my trusty Intel bracket on. To get it in all these holes here. There we go. There we are. Now you get your stand off here and you just put it on hand tighten. And the reason I hand tighten is because this bracket is plastic. It's not metal. The AMD one is metal. but the Intel one is plastic. I don't know why, but that's just the way they designed it. So I hand tighten this because I don't want to break anything. But you can use a socket to tighten it, but be very careful when you do that. You do not want to do anything that'll mess up this bracket because it is plastic. It is really easy to damage, so be very careful. That's why I hand tighten these. All right. On to the last one here. All right, got the wires untangled so I can move the pump around a little bit. All right, before I install that, I have my cable here that goes to the USB header on the motherboard, and this is for software control. This is what this cable's for, okay? And I'm gonna plug it in here before I get the pump installed, okay? Now, let me get close here. Take this piece of plastic off because it's in the way of where your of your thermal paste. So you take that little plastic piece off. Get that bad boy lined up. Remember, get your little screws ready here. Get this lined up. Put that on, and you'll be in business. Okay. Get this bad boy lined up here. A lot of pressure moving around these hoses, so it's kind of awkward right now, but I get one in on this right hand side here, I'll be all right. Then I can just get from side to side here, because you got to get the pressure. So you start at the top, start on the other side on the bottom, equalize the pressure. Okay. All right. Got those two down. I can put some more pressure on them. All right. I can get the next two. Get that one in. Now for the other, on the other side here. There we go. So this top end, this end, and you go over here, then you go over here, okay? Just to balance the pressure. A crisscross pattern, that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go keep doing this pattern until the screw stops turning. Then I'll know that it's completely seated on the CPU. That one stopped. Bottom one stopped. This one stopped. Now, that bottom one also stopped. So they're all seated now. So that's tightly in. All you have to do is connect this It's a USB header on your motherboard. Remember, that's for the software control. So you try to find a header on here. Put some light in here. You guys might not be able to see anything for a while, but focus some light so I can see a USB header. And I think I spot one. No, not there. It's right here. I spot one right here. USB header is attached. Sorry about that brightness, guys. Get that bad boy in there. And then you have to connect your cables for the fan and the SATA. So where is my connection? I'm just going to show you guys the connection because my case is going to take a lot of cable management, but I'll show you guys real quick. Connect this to a SATA cable, then you get your two fan cables here, and connect them to this splitter. That one. Connect the other one here, and then this last one goes to the fan header of your motherboard, in which my case I have one that is labeled AIO pump, so my motherboard has that specific connection ready for me, so I can just use that. And it's right in this little corner, in my case here, out of reach, where no one can find it, but I did, and it's been plugged in. Okay guys, that's it. It's all connected. Turn this light off. Blinded. Okay? It's all connected. You can see. I just connected it real quick so you guys can see all the connections, but I have to do my cable management, so don't freak out. Okay guys, this is my cable management job on this thing. I don't think I can get it any better than this. Let me get a close-up here. I got some wires jammed into the corner here, some over here at the side behind this bracket, and then some behind this little case. I guess it's supposed to be a little cable hiding thing, but it's kind of small. They should have made it bigger, a little higher. I think it's not high. They should have made just a little higher to cover the cables, because you can still see the cables. These, I couldn't get these in. There's just no way. I can't bend these. This is the USB 3 cable header, and this is the power cable. I cannot squeeze those in there. If someone can do that, you are good. You're good. Yeah, but I tried. I could not get them in there. But I got some cables hidden, you know, It'll work here and there. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but for this case, I think this is amazing. if you can do better than that on this case, bless you, you're a genius. But that's how I got it right here.
Alright guys, this is the finished product. You can see the AIO all lit up, changing colors in the background. You can see right there. But that's it all hooked up. Sitting on my PC desk right now. But that's the final view of it. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching my video as always, and I hope you watch others. Thanks for visiting the channel. Bye bye.